Let's walk through these videos and see what's going on here. I mean, I've already watched all these. We've watched all this stuff, but I do want to go through these videos and just like see the new things and talk about them. That's all. And no, I'm not playing audio with the videos. I'm just gonna let the audio in the background play and just relax. What's up, Thanatos? So Greatsword, I'm gonna be like pausing this a lot actually, just for like different things that were added to the weapon and all that. This is all the same. Nothing crazy here. What we know, the world shoulder tackle, all that kind of stuff, which is nice. Classic. There's one of the new things, which is really sick. It's like a clash counter. Look at that frame. Oh my. Holy, that's so sick. Like, it's just so cool. Clashing with the monster and then using like the hook slinger to gap close toward them too is really cool. That's awesome. The focus mode being the little like cleave through is pretty cool. And then there's the clash TCS, and you can move to the side a little bit when you're using TCS. That kind of stuff is going to be really convenient for Greatsword. It's like they gave like the charge blade effect, but the Greatsword where you can, when you do like SAED, you can fucking like fling the thing forward and then control it a little bit. So that's cool. Next one is heavy bowgun. Pretty cool. I actually like what I saw for heavy I mean, I like what I saw for all the weapons, honestly. Like, it's all really cool. But this was really nice to see. It felt really comfortable to see some of the changes that this weapon got. First of all, the weapon has rapid fire. Like, that's cool. Heavy bowgun having rapid fire is sick as fuck. Giving them the wyvern heart and everything, and in their little resource window is cool. The back hop into the shots are great. The block into the back hop into shooting is great. Loading the special ammo for focus mode is really nice. The other special ammo, and you can also clash with the weapon too. Shoot him point blank in the mouth, that kind of stuff. Nothing like too technical, but one of the more important things that I really liked was the hops. The hops into the shots like that. Back hop into shooting. It's not like a back roll. And this roll right here, or this hop right here is good. The block and then bop, like that's far. You actually can finally back hop pretty far. Assuming that gear doesn't have evade distance, which it doesn't look like it would. That normally they have like a fitting theme for the gear and like what skills they give the armor. But could you imagine if evade extender worked with that? Yeah, all the weapons in this game and Wilds have gotten something that was just a repositioning tool. It's just movement. It's movement that isn't too much movement. Like it's not like Rise or Sunbreak's movement updates. It's more heavy grounded mobility upgrades to the weapons, which is great. So yeah, heavy bowgun got some cool stuff. I like the extra little bits here and there with the mobility, back hops, the blocks into shooting, all that kind of stuff. Oh, the insect glaive. This one was cool too. I'm gonna be saying that for like every video. Like the exact same line. IG got some nice quality of life updates as well. No surprise. For one, aiming your reticle in the center of the screen actually shows you what the color of the buff would be when you aim over them, which is where the little red diamond is, assuming that is what it is, but that's what it seems like. I didn't notice in this video if they aimed at other parts and they brought it up, but we'll see in a second. But that's actually really cool. They're not aiming with it like here it looks like, so you can't see it here. They were very particular about not wanting to show that, I guess. They wanted to like give it a little tease. The sidestep attack is great. again, more repositioning. This right here was something that I was like, what is this? Like easy mount opportunity for IG, giving it more of its identity back. The backflip into the Kinsect shot is really nice too, because it's like similar to Extract Hunter in a way, but it's like part of a combo. It's part of like your internal kit now. It still gives you at least one buff, assuming it's just going to give you one buff, which is nice. The fucking DMC3 pole spin, those extra flips and spins on the extra attacks is great. That's also very, very nice. I don't think there was anything in particular that I really thought was that I might have missed. Let me see. Most of it is just the actual moves that they got, and then the quality of life, like aiming the Kinsect and getting like the little diamond color. Actually, let me go back to the beginning where it shows the red icon. It looks like it also shows. I can't tell if that's supposed to be an no, that's actually the. It's actually like the number 1. How it has 1, 2, and 3 on the buffs at the top left corner. So it does look like it actually would match what the buffs are, which if you're getting 1, 2, or 3. So that seems about right. The extra moves, the strafing like that with their weapon held out in that position is interesting too. All that mobility, repositioning, Kinsect going crazy. Focus attack doing that Kinsect shot is cool. Yeah, so there's a lot of really interesting things here. And that the bug was also an assist bug too, I think, right? The two buffs on the bug itself. That's also nice too. I like some of the things that Insect Glaive got. Again, a lot of quality of life stuff. One of the biggest things for me was the buff icon showing what you would get when you aim at a monster's body parts. That, and also the focus mode move having like the Kinsect shoot is pretty sick. Gunlance. Oh, this weapon is crazy. This weapon got some crazy stuff. I love what they did with Gunlance. Sorry, my microphone. I wouldn't say it much substantially improved in terms of what the trailer showed us for Insect Glaive, but a lot of these weapon trailers genuinely are just like additional things that all-encompassing when you look at it is it's all just really good. Like that's my understanding. That's my takeaway of seeing these trailers, because I play every weapon, so I like, and I see what's like a new or returning thing, what they brought back to like add into the rest of your rotation on top of just brand new moves and stuff like that. It's more of just like this is that's a big deal in my opinion. Like a simple shoot and evade move. They brought that from Frontier. That's cool. The new upswing that lets you use your ammo is sick as hell, and it goes into the worm stake. That's really good. That's really good. Guard pointing is cool, or like perfect guarding, whatever you want to call it for Gunlance. That's awesome. Guarding, it looks like you know, the usual guarding while moving, and you can charge a shot too. Like they still have the charge shot. Usual full burst, Lavren fire, all that kind of stuff. Nothing crazy there specifically. It's all the same stuff that we know. This is the crazy thing. A drill for their focus attack. Just give it everything. Give it shells to shoot. Give it a big explosion that you can charge. The Lavren fire. You can give it the shells you can charge individually. You can full burst the shells. Give it a drill. Give it a stake that you can probably still shoot like in World maybe, or Iceborne, whatever. You never know. And they're also allowing you to be more creative, and they're letting themselves be more creative by letting people use the ammo to evade. Like that is nice. And they don't go flying when they use it. And this little sequence of right here at the very end of the video is crazy. Like, it's nuts. And the fact that you can also drill, end the drill, and then back hop is cool. This combo right here is nuts. It's wait for it. It's the stake into the reload, and you can see the drill in there, which is really cool. Into like a sweep that I don't know if that would. It kind of looks like it uses all the ammo. It kind of does. We'll have to wait until we see the actual gameplay of it with the UI and everything. But that seems like it would use all the ammo, and if it doesn't, that's fine too. That's cool. And then it looks like the shield also glows here, so there's like guard points while you're doing some moves, which is really cool. That goes into another, like a shot at the end, and then there's like the clash, which is, you know, the usual. I feel like it can still keep the shell types. I think it could. I don't see why it wouldn't. This one, oh, another star right here. Oh, in terms of changes, immediately at the very beginning, playing the tune right there, and how you couldn't do anything else before unless you wanted to do the follow up that would, like, you know, like end the recital basically. But now you can just just smack them in the head, or just do a really quick smack and keep playing your tunes is really, really important. That's really good. That's so important. And the animation work for this is crazy. Bringing echo bubbles into here is awesome, and you can put down more than one. It does damage as you're playing tunes around it and everything too. He's doing extra damage from each bubble as he's hitting them, while still being able to do the new move where he can play all the tunes and keep smacking them at the same time. That's a lot of uptime. That's really, really good. Of course, keeps all the buffs. Nothing fancy about that. That's the same. Just showing people. Earthshaker being back is cool as hell, and they updated it to make it look more animated, more full of life, more character. They got the kick off the monster, which is great. This new move, which looks really cool. A quick dodge, and you just check them in the head. That's cool. That's just really, really cool. It's so sick. And then the finisher for for the recital as well is really cool. All really, really good stuff. What's the next one? Oh, longsword. This weapon, I feel like this weapon video is probably the most technical one. And the reason why I say that is just because, yeah, sure, you get like a demonstration of the attacks and everything, sure. Yeah, like all the other weapons do too. But I feel like they purposefully withheld some information on this weapon because there is more things that we're not seeing in here that they cut off early, because it seems like it's about experimenting more with longsword to see what can link with each other, kind of thing. So they just show you a little bit more of the technical things here and there, and they just keep it a quick, short teaser for what longsword can do. So that's a bit of a weird thing for me, but I don't think it's bad, because I mean, I know what to expect. The ability to, again, maneuver around while using, like, look at this. Being able to churn that much is so important, man. And they brought a Monster Hunter Online finisher, like the Spirit Blade finisher, the combo. That's also really interesting. Look at that. Just fade slashes and all these other things are just such nice additions to have, like, the ability to reposition. This move right here, that last move right there, that last hit is the MHO move. Does the horizontal sweep and then just cuts back around with a vertical slash. That's an MHO attack. That's so sick. The focus mode being a new move is interesting too. It doesn't. I definitely see what people were talking about, where it's like it doesn't look as flashy when it comes to the visual effects. Whenever you're doing like the cut, like certain specific cuts and slices. But I mean, it's main team. Like it's just what it is. If you want that, just go mod or something. I don't know. That's also, this is the part where that's the confusing, more technical bit. It's this. So the focus mode, this move right here, he does the slashes, right? and then he glows right after it. See? So I'm wondering if that actually has a follow-up, or if there's something else if there's something just specific about it, you know? And then there's obviously the counter like usual. There's the helm splitter, and then this is the part that's also interesting that they cut out early, and so is the next thing. After helm splitter, there's a different move right here. He does like a couple of slashes. This is a new follow-up slash, and it almost looks like he kind of sheathes the weapon, kind of, but it cuts too early. Like my brain sees it as a couple of slashes, and then he flips the blade by the handle toward him, and then he can go into a sheath stance or something. And then there's this move, another new move, where he does a stance that looks like it could be a parry. It could be, who knows? Another one, like a second parry maybe or something, and then goes into a slash after that, which it's going into the classic finisher, the horizontal attack. It's going into that. So that's also interesting because that's a new move that's going into an old move. They're showing that you can actually link more stuff together. So, oh boy, Charge Blade. Another really this is also very technical. Obviously, like it's Charge Blade. It's a very technical video too, but I feel like this is easier to digest because they're allowing you to actually see particular things and not cutting out things too quickly with Charge Blade. But Charge Blade, oh man, Charge Blade getting some really cool stuff, dude. First of all, the armor. I mean, like all the armor for all the videos are great. The detail is crazy on the weapons and the armor. Got the classic combo for CB. The slide is returning. The cool S, the little meme that I made. I joked about like probably a billion other people. Morph slashes, the gap closer into like a more diagonal slash that uses files, goes into the axe swings that uses the files. It's all there. Just different angles for one move. Goes into the classic SAED, cancel into AED, and then there's the new move where you can finally do something after amped elemental discharge. This is crazy. That is crazy. I don't think I've seen anybody like react to that part and be like, oh, okay, whatever. Like if they play Monheim, they saw that move and they're just like, what? You can do something out of that? Like that's important. That's a very, very incredible change. More mobility, again. And then, the usual charge the shield, charge the sword. The usual. They did not show charge axe. Like actually buffing the axe. They didn't show that in this trailer. Which is fine. More experimentation. Like I said, I've said it plenty of times when I'm streaming. We don't ever see everything with these videos. They want us to play. And then there's a nice returning favorite of mine personally, the Ripper Shield. I love that they brought Ripper Shield for a focus attack. That's such a nice little addition. And this is the other thing too. This is also important. This right here, after the Ripper Shield part, guard point into axe mode, doing the upswing. Like that's again that leads into more axe swings like this, the new move, and then you can go into SAED after after that. Like it's like Valor Charge Blade from GU, where you can like charge your shield, you get your files, you morph into axe, you do the axe swings, axe swing. Like you do that after the second axe swing, you do the same input to prep into the SAED charge, and then you cancel into AED to use one file, and then do another axe follow-up spin from that AED, and then you can just keep kind of doing that until your files run out, or until you want to just do SAED with like a file or two, which I guess if you'd want to do that. Generally, people just do AED because it's just more optimal. And it's also in some cases a little bit better to like aim with because you know monster reeling their head up a little bit, and if you're like kind of repositioned in a certain way, you just kind of do like a little angle and smack them in the corner, that kind of stuff. Like, this is nuts. Like, what in the hell, dude? That's so clean. The later that shows this AED starts with the AED follow-up. That, like, again, more quality of life stuff. Linking these moves together. Oh, the hammer. Cool. Again, here's one thing that I gotta mention too, because it's like addressing the elephant in the room. The weapon design is crazy. The sound effect for this weapon is funny. It's comical. It has a brain that has actual moving parts for its effect, and it also has a heart in the cage, and like its little rib cage. That's a cool little attention to detail. Hammer getting a sidestep that continues their combo. At the very beginning, if you blink watching this trailer, you miss it. So the hammer slam, boom, sidestep. Continues the combo. 3. There you go. That's nuts. Absolutely ridiculous. And then the fact that they brought over they brought over like wire bug stuff, man. Gap closing, even if it's a small gap closer. A little slide, just zoop. Like that's cool. That's very, very nice. Probably you can do some cool hammer attacks, like follow-ups from that slide probably. Classic slam, level 3, no power charge. Classic. Oh, this is the other thing too. This combo, the Big Bang combo, you have super armor naturally. The character's not glowing. This move knocks the hunter over in the first trailer. Doesn't do that here. So it's safe to say that that has native flinch free or innate flinch free or whatever. The focus mode being a really cool fucking like series of swings. Bah. The fact that this weapon seems to also get a clash just like Greatsword is sick as hell. And it's with the golf swing. It's with the third hit. Like it's the same anime, just bah. That one looks like it's charged though, actually. That looks like it's slow. Right here. That right here, from this point, it's like slowly dragging along the ground, and it like kind of pauses a little bit, and then she swings. Like it looks a little bit different. This also, this charge is really cool too. Like just really cool stuff, man. What else we got? The spooky stuff I'm being recommended too. Light Bogan. Light Bogan got some very, very interesting stuff too. I actually like a lot of the stuff here for Light Bogan. It's again little changes here and there like they show, but it's still a big deal. Still got the side hops, rapid shots. You know, you got the slide. It has rapid fire energy, and it has a rapid fire resource, and you can hop while doing it. You can sidestep while doing this. Like, that's not. You can sidestep in any direction. Back hop, forward hop, side to side. It's all there. That's important. And again, more movement. So I got the slide forward, the mines. That's all there too. It's also not done after the shot, after shooting too. Like they just do like a normal hop into slide, I believe. Focus mode just being a big explosive shot's cool. This move is sick as hell too. Fucking mount the monster and just, which I assume is probably just like a mount finisher. Monster like the Balahara or whatever it was. It's not really moving at the end there. Right here, it gets tired out, so it's probably just like the actual mount finisher that we're like normally used to. Still cool though. Still stylish, you know. And then there's also I think this one before it, that with the focus mode animation, when they fire the ammo, they like do a cool little stylish backflip and they land like that. That's cool. That's just cool. So, again, it's all little bits and pieces of things that just make it feel or a lot cooler in my eyes. But like that, and I think that's what the intention is supposed to be. The old sword and shield. Corona coming back. The sword or whatever. Hot blade. This is also something that they kind of like changed a little bit from Frontier's little like sidestep attack. Made it more realistic in air quotes, for lack of a better term. Very cool. I like the mobility. Classic shield punching into the forward slide. Really cool. Just bringing a whole lot of really convenient stuff over again. Showing off that you can heal the you can use items with the weapon drawn. Yeah. Focus mode being the uppercut punch and then the downward punch is neat. GP, like fucking guard point on a sword and shield that hopefully doesn't require a billion guard for like every enemy, you know. And then the downward, like this little like lunging stab, the downward stab that hits multiple times. It looks like is pretty cool. You can guard attacks with guard 7. Yeah, so I mean, Sword and Shield got some nice little cool things. We just have to hope that when we actually get to play it, that it seems like it's going to be, you know, it's going to be balanced around not needing max skills or something for it to work. Oh, the switch axe. This gear is crazy looking, man. All this gear. Like, this gear looks nuts. It really makes me wonder what the hell we have to fight to get that. And the fact that the switch axe is an ice switch axe. This is a nice switch axe. Like, you can see the ice effects right there. They have a new little upswing right there, which is pretty interesting too. Classic sword slashes. Full combo. The charge, double slash at the end. Focus attack just being as a bunch of like wild swings essentially. Morphs into the discharge. The fact that it also gets a fucking parry. That is crazy. Into a counter. You do like a series of slashes. That's just so cool. That move also at the very end. This move, not this one. This one right here. Look at that. Look at that shot. Look at the way that the weapon is. That's cool. But like all of these swings right here, and then at the very end, it almost looks like it morphs. Or maybe it looks like it also can continue the combo is something that I'm also really curious about. You know, again, gotta wait a little bit longer until we can see more about that. But I think that's really cool for Switch X. It doesn't have 3 billion counters anymore. It has like 1, which is fine. Oh man, the weapon that made people go crazy. Hold on, we got to put the tune back on. Hold on, wait, the tune. Replay that. We're already 30 minutes into this. We're almost done though. This weapon, when this weapon trailer came out, people were like, "What?" Like, myself included. Like I was like, "Holy shit, dude! They really did this." Gear looks great, obviously. Classic, you know, power coding, normal shot, spread shot, you know, the usual stuff. Nothing too crazy. You can charge the arrows, whoop-de-doo. You know, they're just showing you a little intro. And then all of a sudden you get a dev dodge. Like, all of a sudden it's just like, oh, yeah, it has high mobility. And then the hunter's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be hit? Nah. Right into spread shot. Crazy. A random just free jump. Why not? I guess. Just jump shoot. Tracer arrows, that's ridiculous. The fact that it gets tracer arrows is it's just so cool. It's just really interesting. And then they have their focus mode being magic archer into dragon piercer, and the dragon piercer is a fast charge. That's pretty fast. Like, and then they still have the, what, 1,000 dragons or whatever. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna pull out 5 of these, like, really large spears for arrows. They look really big for arrows. So, really, really cool, man. I was so happy when I saw it. I was like, wow, they really did. They really brought some. They finally brought something over from Dragon's Dogma. That is just like a little ridiculous for like this game's like mainline mindset, I guess you'd say. They're like, yeah, screw it, we'll just bring it over. It looks cool. Why not? We'll probably do it. I just can't believe when I first saw this trailer, I still could not believe that they gave them a depth dodge. I can't. That is crazy. They finally decided to give them like a. I mean, obviously we had dodge bolt and blah 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 and sunbreak, whatever. But I mean, the fact that this weapon can just do a dodge without having to draw the bow back, I think it was, draw the string. Yeah, they were just aiming with it. Like that's so nice. You just dodge. A weapon that has no way to defend itself except for dodging, and they just allow you to just iframe everything as long as, like, you know, the frames aren't active all the way through. You know what I mean? Like you gotta obviously figure out how long an attack is lingering for that dodge to work as effectively as you want it to. There's probably some caveats there as well, like evade window helping with it, or what was it? Evade window helping with the frames for your dodges, how long the attack on the monster lasts for, and all these other particular things. But just a few. But it's still really cool. Like, the fact that they gave them that is important because they never really had anything. And people would be like, oh, but that makes bow feel too easy. And it's like, okay, I don't care. And neither should you. Honestly. It's cool looking. People can still make mistakes. And you know what's funny? Evade window and evade extender still have existed for so long. People can choose to use those and not use those, and plenty of people use them all the fucking time, and no one cares. Like, what do you do? A depth dodge is fine, and it's cool as fuck. Then for the fucking wall, Balahar armor, ridiculous, man. This was the weapon that I saw most people being like, they didn't really look like much, and I'm sitting here like, that's all right. You can see that it doesn't look like much, and then I'm sitting here like, before this video came out, I was like, man, I wonder if this weapon's gonna get like more mobility while attacking, poking while moving to the side, things like that, blah blah blah. And then immediately right here, you can just sidestep and just poke. You can back hop and poke. Like, it's so important for a weapon that is designed to be like, I am unstoppable because I know what I'm doing. I can keep countering, I can keep hitting you because I have this shield, and I know how to use the lance to accompany, like, when I'm guarding an attack. Like it's just, the whole role and the theme behind this works so well. And what they've done with this weapon is actually incredible. All this stuff, all that stuff is so good. So good. It's so important that this weapon got something like that. And to many, it's not gonna really seem like much. To many, it's just gonna be like, oh, that's it. But when you actually like sit down and think about all these particular things that made the weapon feel more clunky and felt like it was missing some stuff compared to other weapons, this weapon is finally getting something to kind of keep up with everything else. A couple of things to keep up with everything else, other weapons. And again, other weapons are getting the same thing. They're getting the same treatment too. And then lastly, the old dual blades, boys. Everybody going crazy saying it's the Conga armor, and I'm just like, I mean, oh, that's funny. Dual blades have been, I've said this for so long. Dual blades have been basically the same for the main games for such a long time. I'm not talking about Sunbreak, I'm not talking about GU, none of that crap. I'm talking about Monster Hunter 1 through 4 and World It's all just been like the main core kit, no gimmicks included. Has just been with these weapons has just been swing the weapons, enter demon mode, demon dance. Don't move because you can't do anything, and then that's it. That's where your damage comes from. Stuff like that. Now this weapon actually has the mobility that I was calling that it was going to have after I saw what they did with bow. It said that it could get something like a death dodge. You can probably get valor dodge. You can probably sharpen your weapons while dodging, things like that. Which we got the dodge for sure. But moving, they were moving in this part right here. They were moving while you activating demon mode. Like you don't just stop yourself to just stand there and go into demon mode. That's cool. And the fact that this weapon, when using demon mode moves, it's actually taking from the bar per attack. Like it actually shows in like individual inputs here, like including the dodge. When they dodge right here, it's gonna take some of the bar. See? And it's the same like demon dodge. That's really cool. They're giving you more control over actually pressing your buttons to do follow-up attacks, and using the bar as a way to kind of actually properly put some more concise micromanagement in this weapon's kit. And then there's this really fucking sick focus mode attack, dude. Like the camera work on this for this trailer, top notch. Like this shit was just like, whoa, so cool. It's actually stylish for a weapon that deserves to be stylish. And then here's the dodge. Immediately after showing something really cool, they're just like, okay, well, let's show them the dodge real quick. And people are gonna be like, wait, what? You know what I mean? Right here. Dodge. Look at that frame. Look at the effects. That looks almost like it's a sharpening effect. That's like my copium kind of kicking in, but like it looks shiny. It looks like it's a unique visual effect. There's some sparkles there, so it could probably be just a really quick sharpen, and you're still blue, and you do like a follow up. There's also like this is something that's really interesting, because in other parts of this video, that follow up for that dodge does not. It's not the same. That spin is unique after that when they avoid an attack. But when they use the dodge again, they're doing it again back in. Like it's like they're keeping it's like they're keeping a certain like combo going or something, and that dodge can be chained when you want to like move around and and attack at the same time. It does make a sharpened sound. I didn't catch it when I watched it the first time. And then showing that you can do the it looks like you can do the focus mode attack. This move from the head to the tail. They're showing that you can. I assume you can do it from the one arm to the other arm. You can do it from the side because they're doing the exact same thing. They're just going off to like the shoulder, and then they're just like, okay, I'm gonna get off the monster. They're like, that's it. And then they have this finisher that actually gives them a little bit of height, so they can actually hit the enemy's head if they're a little tall. That's really cool. That looks stylish. It looks awesome. So, and that again, we don't know if they're gonna. Cause we know that we have the slinger. We know that. We don't know if they're gonna have like all the same slinger shortcuts or maybe new things with the slinger shortcuts. We don't know what they're gonna do with that. We'll be able to see that fairly soon. But being able to actually see all of these moves is without the slinger is crazy. Slinger hook, mind you, is also like if you want to incorporate that, sure. But I mean the ammo. But there are some moves obviously that they show in some of the other trailers that they're like, oh yeah, they use the slinger hook to like pull themselves closer and things like that, and like the dual blades one where they pull themselves toward the monster. A kick when it gets off the monster. For the side spin, I believe so. It kind of looks like it's just the blade that does it, but it could also be the one of their legs and the blade. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We'll be able to see that better at some point. So again, we are going to see some really cool stuff with this weapon and I mean every other weapon. Obviously, we're gonna see some really cool stuff, man. I am excited for when we get that trailer on Tuesday on the 20th at Gamescom, and then we'll see how that we'll see what we get what they're gonna show us there, and then hopefully we'll get a demo at some point in the near future, and then we can actually test everything and talk more about it. Obviously, play the game together and everything, and have a good time with the game. There's a lot of really, really crazy things, man. It's insane how this game is turning out. And I'm really, really happy. Weapon design looks cool. Armor design looks cool. We still have only seen one locale. We've only seen 4 monsters, including the Apex monster that was in the railgun one that isn't even considered the flagship. Like, it's just crazy. So, yeah, really, really cool stuff. I'm glad I waited to just make one whole video for all the weapons instead of half and half. It was worth the wait for me, in my opinion. This was fun. But we've been playing Monster Hunter for hours. It's almost 9 p.m. I've been streaming for almost 6 hours. But it was fun, chat. It was really, really fun. Obviously, there's other things to talk about for the trailers that I probably forgot something that I might have remembered or that I thought of when I saw the trailers when they first came out. But I mean, that is what it is. I'm just excited, so I'll forget things in the midst of all this kind of stuff. But if there's anything that was like that I missed or stuff like that, I just throw a comment in the comment section or something. So anyway, I'm out of here, chat. It was fun. Thanks for hanging out and all that, and for people on YouTube, thanks for watching. I'll be back again with that next trailer in a few days. So, but in terms of stream stuff, we back tomorrow. Do some more hunts and all that jazz. I gotta open up the void, boys. You know what it means. You know what it is. Have a good night, chat. Thanks for hanging out. Take it easy.